Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So I'm doing a video that I haven't done on my channel before. This is an Empties video, and the reason I've not done it on my channel is because I'd use bits up and then it'd be a good few months before I used up other bits, but I've been using the products in this tub, like I've been collecting them for a good few months, so I can show you what I've been using, what I liked, what I didn't like. Do like some rapid fire reviews of products that I've used up, ranging from body stuff to skincare to makeup. So if you guys like this video, then please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel before you leave, and if you press that notification bell, you'll be notified every time I upload. So I have filmed the start of this section about 2-3 times. One, my camera was off, and the second time my audio was off, and you'd think I'd know my camera was off. My microphone's on, my camera's on. I'm gonna keep checking it. I know how sad that is, but honest to God, it takes the wind out of you when you realise that it's not been filming right the entire time. We're going through Empties today, as you saw from the intro. I used to have this box. This is like an M&S summer makeup box that Sam got me ages ago. I used to have this box filled with hair care stuff that I'd use on a daily basis, deodorant, my few perfumes that I kind of switched between. I used to have that on the corner of my desk, and honestly it was just taking up space because I used a few items out of it, and I just fill it with the little things I wanted to try and then never tried it. So I've got that section now in the new makeup case, which I got if you check out my what I got for Christmas video, which I'll link down below, and in the eye if I remember. I've got a section in that now for makeup that I've not tried yet. So today, in terms of what we're going to look at, I'm going to start with body stuff, I'm going to then go to skincare and then go to makeup, because I feel like that's a logical way of doing things. So in terms of my skin type, face-wise, I'm fairly dry. I used to be normal but with loads of breakouts, so that will explain another one of the products that is in here. And then in terms of my body, I just feel like I'm normal. You know what I mean? I'm not super dry, I'm not super oily, I'm not super sweaty or anything like that. I think I'm just normal. So in terms of body stuff, I've got a couple of things. I have got some samples of the Body Shop shower creams, shower body washes. I think I quite liked the strawberry. I find this one, the shea one, a little bit more moisturising, but I never found any of them particularly special. I thought they were really good, but I think I get a lot of shower gel for Christmas and for birthdays and things like that, which I absolutely love. This was quite average in comparison to some of the things I've tried. I kind of prefer Soap and Glory stuff in terms of specifically the shower gel a little bit more. I found it a little bit more nourishing, lasts a bit longer, especially if you think about the size of the dispenser for the price. You end up using a lot of plastic using these little ones. This product took me forever to use up. You can see how busted the packaging is. This, I almost forgot to mention, this is the Body Shop Vanilla Body Mist. I absolutely loved this. It is ultra sweet depending on what kind of scents you like. It took me forever to use this up. I absolutely loved it. It did need topping up throughout the day, don't get me wrong, it did fade. It's not like an eau de parfum or anything, but I absolutely love this. It's a really nice scent. If you I just think I would go for an eau de parfum in future, because this needed topping up throughout the day, which I didn't like. Another Body Shop product I have got was this White Musk for Men antiperspirant deodorant. I wanted an antiperspirant and a deodorant. I feel like for women, most of it is deodorant, and as much as we don't want to smell, we also don't want to be sweaty, do you know what I mean? The only problem I had with this was all this gunk would collect and harden, because it was quite liquidy. It would collect everywhere and end up all on the rolling bit, which would then go under your arm, and I just didn't like it. This also left a white mark on clothes as well, so I wasn't super keen on that. But I thought it worked really well for me. I really enjoyed how effective it was. I found something that I prefer. The final Body Shop product I have, moving more towards skincare, was something I used to use that did work really well for me when my skin type was a bit different. So before I started wearing a lot of makeup, and this was a good couple of years ago actually, is when I started using this. So this is the Body Shop Tea Tree Skin Clearing Mattifying Toner. You say mattifying now to me, and I'm just because I am really dry, and this does dry me out, but I use it for spots. I used it to kind of just cleanse little areas of my face where the spots were, to dry them out, so that I could just, I know you shouldn't do it, but just so I could pop them and just get rid of them. This worked really well for that. My sister, who is more oily, loves this kind of line. I'm not that anymore, which is why I wouldn't be repurchasing, but that's just because it's not for my skin type anymore, so that's why it didn't agree with me more recently. In terms of skincare, my favourite cleanser at the moment, which I still use, absolutely love, is the L'Oreal Fine Flowers Milk. I don't use it just to like remove makeup, because I feel like I want to remove my makeup and then use this as a more in-depth cleanser. I really like it. It's for dry and sensitive skin, and I totally agree that it suits me down to the ground. It draws all of the stuff out of my skin and it doesn't leave me feeling stripped. I still feel moisturised without having like a layer left at the end. So this is my absolute favourite night cream, so much so that I have 2 empties in like a few months, and that's because I use it, and to be fair, I use it a little bit on Sam too, but I absolutely freaking love this. This is a Nivea Daily Essentials 24-hour Moisture Boost and Nourish Night Cream. I've gone through 2 and I've just opened my new one. I swear the new one though has a different formula, because it has more of a scent. Like, I can smell the difference and I can feel the difference. It feels a touch more moisturising actually. But these I absolutely loved. You can get them from anywhere and they're really affordable. I find they make a huge difference. If I forget to use the cream, I am the flakiest person you've ever seen in the morning. I use it in combination often though with a serum or maybe like an oil on top when I'm feeling extra dry. I do absolutely love this. It just goes on so easily. It makes such a difference. I absolutely love it. So the last kind of little bit of skincare that I wanted to mention was face masks. I've only kept this one and I honestly don't know why. I don't know what I've done with all the other little packets that I thought I had. Some of the masks that I thought I'd mention that I do really like are the N-Spa ones that are, I want to say they're like Asda's beauty brand or whatever. They're really nice, especially there's like an exfoliating one by them. That one I really like. It's got like a coffee exfoliant. It's really good, but this one was also really good. The problem is what I do is I cut off the tops and then I cut further because there's like a dried bit here to get the most out of the mask. So I'm going to have to link this mask down below because I'm going to have to do a little bit of searching to try and remember what kind of food beauty mask this was. This was a blueberry and pomegranate one. And it was so moisturising, and that's what I loved about it. And I feel like this worked really well for me, like really well for me. I was sure that I kept more because I've definitely used a Soap and Glory one as well that I just wanted to mention that I really liked. It's a radiance boosting one, and it's the only sheet mask that I feel that does something, you know. The last skincare product I've got to mention is this Bare Minerals Skin Longevity Serum. This serum I would use on a day where I wasn't wearing makeup. It worked really well under makeup when I put my moisturiser on top. It just gave me that extra boost, and actually it made me feel really smooth. When I'm feeling a bit dry and textured, this really sorted it out without having to like exfoliate. This really helped like soothe my skin. I absolutely loved it. I'm just too poor to buy more, especially when I've got like other more affordable serums that work. But if you're wanting to treat yourself, this is a really good serum. So now we finally move on to makeup products, and I think I'm going to start with base and work my way in terms of like application. I know that sounds odd. There's a proper window rattling storm going on outside. I do not know if you can hear that. I don't know if the microphone's filtering any of that noise out because it's a decent microphone that filters out a lot of the background noise. But my windows are fully rattling, so I'm hoping that you can't hear it. So I used up an entire bottle of CYO Long Lasting Life Proof Foundation. I don't wear this for work actually, and I wear most of my makeup for work. Except this is if I want my skin to be like smooth, glowy, gorgeous for most of the day. It doesn't last me all through like a 12-hour shift. It's not going to. It's not meant for that. 8 to 10 hours and you've got yourself a winner. This is really gorgeous, really smooth. One of my most favourite foundations of all time. Concealer. This is the Revolution Conceal and Correct Concealer. This is the white one. And I've definitely gone through, I'm sure I have gone through 0.5 as well, but I seem to just have the white one. It's not my favourite actually. I used to use this for just like whitening up some of my concealers that were too dark. I find this is a little bit more creasy than some of the newer concealers that I've tried. I generally prefer the Sleek Life Proof or the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind. I prefer those, to be honest, to this. It's just like, I have dry skin, and though I don't think it makes me look flaky, I just think it makes me look a bit like crepey and a bit like rubbish under my under eyes, so it's not my most favourite thing, and I'm not going to be repurchasing. So I have 2 powders as well. I have the Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless Press Powder, and I have the Barry M Ready Set Smooth Loose Setting Powder. I used both of them for my under eyes. I absolutely loved both of these powders. I could use this one for my face as well. This one had a bit more of a white cast, whereas this one was properly translucent. I'd use this one more if I was brightening up a darker under eye. They were both really amazing for my under eyes, and I would recommend them both. I'd recommend this one a touch more just because it is more translucent, which it claims to be, and I think I prefer it a little bit to this one. I feel like this one's a touch chalkier. So the next products I'm going to talk to you about are setting sprays. I used up a lot of setting spray. I use it on my face every single time, and I only have a few, so I will go through it much quicker than my other products, which I can flip between, you know. So the one that everyone expected to be in here, Fix Plus, Prep and Prime, whatever you want to call it, the coconut scent. I always use the coconut scent because it's no more expensive than the regular one, and why not have something a bit more fun, you know? This is my favourite setting spray of all time. This is some great stuff. It melts all your makeup together and just makes you look powdery to fresh and more skin-like. It's just the best setting spray out there. So this was the Revolution Hyaluronic Fix setting spray. This was a decent alternative. It wasn't the same in any way, but when my makeup was looking fairly decent anyway, it didn't need saving, if you know what I mean. I would use this and it would just melt it a little bit together. It wasn't glittery, and I feel like a lot of hyaluronic illuminating setting sprays can be quite glittery. This wasn't. This was really good, and I didn't repurchase it just because I wanted to try something else in terms of an affordable setting spray. I'll probably go back to this one because the other one that I tried didn't last very long, and that was the Wet n Wild one. I've almost used that up, and coming towards the end of that one I'm getting little spritzy dots, so I didn't actually get that even towards the end with this one. It had a decent mister, not quite as good as some of the other ones, but I think it was really decent for an affordable setting spray. So this is obviously a little travel size. This was the Urban Decay All Nighter setting spray. This set my makeup. It didn't melt it together quite so much as the other ones. However, it made it last. It extended longevity of my makeup for another hour or so at least, I would say. Using those together was like a dream team. My makeup looked flawless for so much longer. Great combination, expensive combination mind you, but a great combination. I didn't repurchase it because I kind of feel like my makeup should last without this. So another product that I absolutely love, that I used most of the time, which is why I used it up, is the only liquid lip product or lip product that I've used up, and this is the Maybelline Superstay Liquid Lip-In Ruler. You can see where it used to say that on the packaging, and I've used it up so much. It was my absolute favourite liquid lipstick. I've had it in a favourites video of liquid lipsticks for 2019, or was it 2018? Honestly, I don't remember doing any favourites for 2019. Used it as often as I could get away with. It was my absolute favourite lip colour. Didn't transfer some of the other Superstay shades. When I'm eating a burger and when your lip turns down, I'd get a little line here. This didn't do that as much as some of the others did. It was my absolute favourite shade, favourite formula. This formula was just a bit better in this shade. I don't know what it is, but I swear it's true. Absolute favourite liquid lipstick. The last two products I've got are mascaras. They're both little travel sizes of high-end ones. So this is the Benefit Roller Lash. It finally dried out. It's one again of my most favourite mascaras. It doesn't give you volume, it gives you separation and lift, which I absolutely loved. And I would use this all the time if I'm not looking for volume. If I'm looking for a false lash effect, I've got a heavily eye makeup moment going on and I'm too lazy to put on my lashes, this wouldn't necessarily be the one that I would go for. But if I just want just a mascara moment to stand out where I've just got a crease shade in, this is what I would go for. It's one of my most favourite mascaras of all time. Now, the other mascara I've got was the Clinique one. This is my day-to-day mascara, or it was until it ran out. It was an average mascara. I think it was really good in terms of it gave me enough separation and it wasn't too clumpy or anything like that, but it just wasn't quite the Benefit one, so that's why I use it for my day-to-day. So that's everything. The box is now empty for me to start filling up again. So if you like this video, then please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel before you leave, and if you press that notification bell, you'll be notified every time I upload. Thank you for watching.